Hi, my amazing artists. In this video, we are going to learn how to draw our own Matilda drawing. So we're going to be looking at the back of our book kind of as inspiration today to draw our picture. Our first step is we are going to grab a piece of paper. This is going to be our bookmark for our project. To start off, we're going to kind of draw some very basic shapes for just to outline her body, and then we'll go back in and add some of that detail. So our first step is we're going to make this circle. Now it's not a closed circle, it's going to be an open circle, so we're going to leave this not connected at the top. When I draw my circle, I don't want to put it way up at the top. Don't want to put it way down to the bottom because I want to leave enough room for her body. So a little bit above the middle is a good spot to start, and you want to make it about 2 fingers wide so that you just leave enough room for all those facial features. And then we're going to draw 2 short diagonal lines. This is going to become our neck, and then a little line here to kind of start out that top of her shirt or dress. Now we're going to make a very, very light line to kind of make like this triangle shape for her body. And we'll go back and add detail to make it not look so boxy, to make it look more like a dress. And then we're going to add 2 parallel lines. These are lines that are side by side going in the same direction on a diagonal, and they're about a pencil's width apart. And then I'm going to draw 2 on this side. These are going to be her arms. Now we're going to first come in and define like the waist of her dress. So we're going to come here, and she kind of has this little line here to show the fold in her dress, and then there's a line that kind of comes across and then down a little bit, so it kind of comes a little bit to like a point or diagonal here, and then curves again at the bottom or the edge of her shirt. And then there's a couple pleats or lines in there to show the folds of that dress, and then this comes out and has a little bit of a point here and curves until about the middle of the dress, and then it dips down and then curves back up and down a couple times. Now we're going to draw her legs. Her legs are kind of crisscrossed, as you can see, and we're going to first draw these 2 lines coming on a diagonal here, and then I'm going to draw these 2 lines here. They are going to stop when it gets to that line because this leg is going to be behind. So to show that this line is going to kind of hop over and pretend like it's continuing along behind that line. Now we're going to give a line here for the sock, and a line here on this leg for the sock, and draw a nice big long oval for her shoe. And then here I'm going to start this oval, but it's going to stop when it reaches that first oval, and then I'm going to continue it over here. Alright, now we just need to draw her hands. So I'm going to come over here, close off here for her shirt, erase this little part here so it looks like it's connected, and then give her a little bit of a wrist, and then draw her hands. Now to give her her face, she's just got this like big smile. It's a really long, stretched out curved line. And then her nose kind of looks like a little bit like an arrow with 2 little circles for the eyes. And then her hair is kind of these zigzaggy, sketchy lines for the hair. So we're just going to add those along that side of her face, and then a little bit behind her shirt, as we can see here, or her dress. And then we're going to add a little bit behind here on the other arm and up by the head. But as we can see, there's none along this side of the face. And that is Matilda. Now, if you want Matilda to stand on a stack of books like mine, or if you want her to stay just like this, like she is in the book, that's fine too. If you'd like her to stand on a stack of books, you're going to draw a diagonal line going on a slant, and you're going to come here and then hop over, draw a small little one behind in between the two legs, and then another one over here. Now you're going to draw two diagonal lines kind of going towards this corner of the bookmark and have them so they go past the shoe, and then draw another diagonal line similar to this one in the back. Draw two vertical lines on this side right here, and then your third one over here. They're just short, they don't have to be very long, and then you're going to connect them together with diagonal lines, following the same path that's the diagonal line that's above it. And then just put some lines inside, and there you have it. That's your book. So you can put some wording above if you want, or you can leave it just as is. Now, your last and final step, if you want, you can trace it with like a black crayon or a black colored pencil, or if you have a black marker, you could do that. I'm just going to give mine over with a black marker that I have, but you could use black colored pencil. That would work just fine. Use what you got.
Afternoon, Algonquin Lake students and staff.
And then here I'm just going to add a little bit of the colored pencil, a little bit darker right along the edge of the skirt to give some shadow. Now, if you don't have a peach, I'm going to put a little bit here along the bottom of her arms. If you don't have a peach colored pencil, you can use a brown. Just press really, really lightly and it will kind of give a very light tan color. Or if you can use a peach crayon, it doesn't have to be a colored pencil. I'm going to color her face and her neck. Now the same goes for her hair. Like as you can see in the background here, it's got kind of like a gray tone around those black lines. So I'm going to use a gray colored pencil. And you could use a gray crayon if you have one, but if you don't, you could use just your regular pencil, like a number 2 pencil. That would give you that gray color. And then I'm going to add a little bit of black crayon, very, very lightly on top, just to give it a little bit more texture, visual texture anyway. Physical feeling of texture. And then her shoes are white, so I'm just going to leave them white, but I'm going to color my book orange. And you could color the tops of it all one solid color, or you could color multiple colors if you want. I just think one solid color is a little bit easier to just do and makes it look nice, makes her stand out. And I'm going to add a little bit of a red-orange just in the back here along this line to give it a little bit of a shadow. And there you have it, boys and girls, your Matidla bookmark. Have fun.